Welcome to Overcoming Obstacles Through Positive Thinking by Teresa Hill-Putnam.
How to raise confident kids. We all want our children to be confident, but what does that even mean? To be confident means that you are certain of your abilities and you know what you want in life. Confident people don't live to seek approval from others because they are aware of their own strengths and their weaknesses. Confident people set realistic goals, know how to communicate, and can handle criticism well. Being confident does not mean that you are arrogant or feel superior to others. Being confident means that you have an inner knowledge of your own capability and a feeling of safety. Confident people feel in control of their own lives. Even the most confident people, however, don't always feel confident, and raising children to be confident is an ever-changing, lifelong process. Helping your child build confidence is not just a lesson, it is a lifestyle. To start, there is no such thing as a perfect parent or a perfect child. All parents make mistakes, and all children have meltdowns. As a teacher, a mother of 3 grown children, a Grammy, and a licensed foster care provider, I have lots of experience, and I have made plenty of mistakes along the way. The most important thing that I have learned is that we need to applaud kids for who they are, not just what they do. The way you talk to your children will shape their entire future. We need to love them unconditionally. Happiness and confidence in life comes from love, not awards, grades, work, performance, sports, or perfect attendance. Every day, in many small ways, our children ask, "Do you hear me? Do you see me? Do you love me? Do I matter?" Their behavior often is a reflection of our responses to them. Every day, catch them doing the little things right and praise them often. When children feel seen and encouraged, they will develop a positive self-worth and have the momentum to continue making good choices. Instead of just praising results like good grades, however, praise your child's character. Praise their hard work, their kindness, and their good habits. Confidence comes from within. Teach your children to look internally for success and validation instead of relying on praise from others. Be clear to your children about what success looks like and help them set realistic goals. If children know what goals they are working toward, they will be more likely to hit the target. Let your children know that your love is bigger than your judgment. If children feel safe, they can take risks, ask questions, make mistakes, learn to trust, and grow. Teach them to try new things, even if they fail. Don't expect or even encourage your child to be perfect. Remind them that we all start at the beginning with 0 friends, 0 knowledge, and 0 clue to what we are doing. Making mistakes is essential to growth. Mistakes and consequences help us to learn. Give your children choices and allow them to make some decisions on their own. Give your child the courage and safety to know that you will catch them if they fall. Remind them often that nothing that they do will ever change the amount of love you have for them. Help your child find their talents and figure out what they are passionate about. Give them as many opportunities as you can to experience, learn about, and try new things. Self-awareness is essential to building confidence. Teach your kids to honor and trust themselves. Once they discover who they are and what they like, support them. Encourage them to be who they are and follow their dreams, even if their ideas are different than yours. Do whatever you can to help them learn the skills that they need to be successful. We need to teach our children to spend their energy and time wherever they are the most valued. Remind them that a bottle of water can be 50 cents at a supermarket, $2 at the gym, $3 at the movies, or $6 on an airplane. It's the same water. The only thing that changed is the location where it was sold. We need to teach our kids their worth. Teach them to stay away from people and places that diminish their value or make them feel like they are hard to love. We need to raise our children to become the future leaders of tomorrow. In order to do this, we need to raise kids who are kind, empathetic, and emotionally intelligent. To learn empathy, we need to teach our children how to identify and express their own feelings. Learning to appropriately deal with their own emotions will help our children to better understand what others are going through. Empathy and kindness start at home. To raise children who understand and take responsibility for their own actions, we must model what that looks like. By being a good role model to our children, we teach them by example. We need to teach our children that kindness is their superpower. Teach your kids to look for people who need kindness, roll up their sleeves, and contribute whatever they can to help others. Teach them that they, too, can also be a good role model to others. Imagine how great our world would be if we each offered just one kind gesture to another person every single day. Let your children know that you will always be there for them. Attachment does not hinder independence in children. It actually fosters it by giving children a sense of security. Cuddle your babies. Let them sleep in your arms. Babies usually only cry when they need something. This is the only way they know to express themselves. Maybe they're hungry, cold, lonely, tired, in pain, scared, or need a new diaper. All children are different. Their attachment to you depends on the world and environment that they live in. Some children have fears, illnesses, anxieties, trust issues, or trauma that affect their emotions and development. Be mindful of these things and don't let society direct the way that you parent your child. You know your child the best. Children will start taking steps away from you when they are ready. There is no right or wrong time for children to become independent. Don't do for your children what they can do for themselves. Help them if needed, and encourage them along the way. Encouragement helps to develop confidence. Confidence leads to competence. Competence creates independence. Many parents expect that when children graduate from high school or turn 18, they are ready to be an adult. Oftentimes, this is not the case. Encourage your children to be independent, but give your children the time and support that they need to trust themselves and others. Let them know that no matter what their age, you will always have their back. I often hear people say, "Kids are just different these days." I disagree. When babies are born, they are the same as they have always been. What has changed is the society that we live in. Children are exposed to much different things than we were. Because of this, we cannot raise children the same way that our parents raised us. The world that we grew up in no longer exists. We must be aware of the dangers, stresses, and experiences that our children are being exposed to. We must protect them from seeing, hearing, or experiencing things that might traumatize them or make them grow up too quickly. Children are more anxious than they have ever been, and the suicide rate has sharply increased over the last decade. In fact, the suicide deaths in 2022 are the highest ever recorded. We must help our children navigate this crazy world that we are living in. If we teach our children boundaries, morals, rules, manners, limits, rewards, and consequences, along with our unconditional love, they will learn to live their lives with confidence, and they will exceed all expectations. As a life and wellness coach, I enjoy working with parents and children. I offer private coaching, and I love speaking at events. To learn more, please visit my website at www.spotlightperformers.com.
Thank you for listening to Overcoming Obstacles Through Positive Thinking. Please like and subscribe, and don't forget to turn on the notification bell. Be fearless.